Imagine you're scrolling through Zillow late at night. You find it. The perfect house. $500,000. 4 bedrooms, nice neighborhood, good schools. Your heart is racing. And for a second, just 1 second, you think, maybe I can do this. Sound familiar? If it does, stay right here. Because what I'm about to show you could save you from a very expensive mistake. And if you're new here, welcome to Donald Invests. Hit that subscribe button because we break down real money stuff in a way that actually makes sense. Here's the surprising part. Most people who are looking at 500K homes cannot afford them. And many who bought them are already in serious financial trouble. Today, we are going to find out exactly who can afford a 500K house in 2026. The numbers might shock you. Let's start with the basics. When you buy a $500,000 home, you are not just paying $500,000. Not even close. First, there's your down payment, then your monthly mortgage, then property taxes, then insurance, then maintenance. The true cost of owning a $500,000 home is much bigger than the price tag. Let's talk about the down payment first. Most lenders want 20% down to avoid private mortgage insurance. That's PMI. On a $500,000 home, 20% means you need $100,000 saved, just sitting in your account, before you even sign anything. Think about that. $100,000. Cash. Now, some people go with 10% down, or even 3.5% through an FHA loan. On $500,000, that's $17,500. Sounds better, right? But here's the catch. Now you're paying PMI every single month on top of your mortgage. That can add $150 to $300 extra every month for years. Hey, before we go further, drop a comment right now. Tell me, are you currently renting or do you own a home? I read every single comment. Let me know. Now here's where it gets real. What is your monthly mortgage payment on a $500,000 home in 2026? With today's interest rates hovering around 6.5% to 7% and a 20% down payment, you're financing $400,000. Your monthly mortgage alone comes out to roughly $2,500 to $2,700 every single month, just for the loan. But wait, that's just the mortgage. Add property taxes. In most states, that's around 1% to 1.5% of the home value per year. On a $500,000 home, that's $500 to $7,500 per year, or $415 to $625 every single month. Add that to your mortgage payment. Now add homeowners insurance.
That's typically around $150 to $200 per month for a 500K home. And don't forget maintenance. Experts say budget 1% of your home value per year for repairs. That's another $5,000 a year, or $415 a month. Your house is basically billing you every month, even when nothing breaks. So the real monthly cost of owning a 500K home is not $2,500. It's closer to $3,500 to $4,000 every single month. Now, the big question. What salary do you actually need to afford this without destroying your financial life? This is the number most people get completely wrong. And honestly, when I first calculated this, even I was surprised. Keep watching, because this next part is the most important thing in this entire video. This is where most people get it completely wrong. Lenders use something called the 2836 rule. It means your monthly housing costs should never exceed 28% of your gross monthly income, and your total debt, including car loans, student loans, credit cards, should never exceed 36%. Most people don't realize this rule exists. Now, let's apply that rule. If your total monthly housing cost is $3,700, that must be no more than 28% of your gross monthly income. Do the math. $3,700 divided by 0.28 equals $13,214 per month. That means you need to earn roughly $158,000 per year before taxes. Now here's the reality check. The median household income in America in 2026 is around $80,000 per year. That means the average American family earns about half of what they need to comfortably afford a $500K home. Half. And look, I know that feels discouraging. I know some of you watching right now are working really hard and still feel like homeownership is moving further away. I see you. And that's exactly why this channel exists, to give you the real numbers so you can make a real plan. But wait, what about your credit score? Think about this. Even if you earn $158,000 a year, a bad credit score can completely change the game. The difference between a 620 credit score and a 780 credit score on a $400,000 mortgage could cost you over $200 extra per month. That's $72,000 more over 30 years. Here's something most buyers never consider: your debt-to-income ratio. If you earn $158,000 a year, but you have a $600 car payment, $400 in student loans, and $200 in credit card minimums, that's $1,200 in existing debt every month. That pushes you past the 36% total debt rule. The bank might reject you, even with a high salary. So who actually can afford a $500,000 home in 2026? Let me give you the profile. Number 1, household income of at least $130,000 to $160,000 per year. Number 2, $100,000 saved for a 20% down payment plus closing costs. Number 3, credit score of 720 or higher. Number 4, low existing debt. Number 5, stable employment history of at least 2 years. If this checklist is helpful to you, smash that like button right now. It genuinely helps this video reach more people who need to hear this. Now pay attention, because this is the part most financial channels won't tell you. Getting pre-approved by a bank does not mean you can truly afford the house. Banks approve you based on the maximum they're willing to lend, not based on what is smart for your life. Just because the bank says yes doesn't mean your budget says yes. Here's a real example. Meet Sarah. She earns $120,000 per year. She got pre-approved for a $500K home. She bought it. Her mortgage, taxes, insurance, and maintenance come to $3,900 per month. After taxes, her take-home is about $7,200. That leaves her just $3,300 for food, car, utilities, childcare, savings, and emergencies. She is house poor, and she had no idea it was coming. And here's the scary part. Sarah's story is not rare. I get messages from people in this exact situation every single week. If you know someone who is about to buy a home, share this video with them. It might be the most important thing you do for them this year. Being house poor is one of the most dangerous financial traps in America. You own a beautiful home, but you cannot save for retirement. You cannot handle an emergency.
One job loss, one medical bill, one broken furnace, and you're in crisis. The house that was supposed to build your wealth starts destroying it. So before you ever make an offer on a $500,000 home, run these 5 checks. 1. Does your housing cost stay under 28% of your gross income? 2. Do you have 20% down plus 3% for closing costs saved? 3. Is your credit score above 720? 4. Is your total debt under 36% of gross income? 5. Do you still have 3 to 6 months of emergency savings after the down payment? If you can answer yes to all 5, you are ready. Here's the truth that nobody wants to say.
A $500,000 home in 2026 is not for the average income earner. It is for people who have worked hard on their income, their savings, their credit, and their debt. But the good news? Every single one of those things can be improved. Your income can grow. Your savings can build. Your credit can rise. And when those numbers align, that $500,000 home becomes something you own, not something that owns you. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment below. Where are you right now on this journey? Saving for a down payment? Working on your credit? Just starting out? Whatever your answer, this community is here for you. If you got value from this video, subscribe to Donald Invests. Every week, we break down real financial strategies to help you build real wealth. I'll see you in the next one.